Consistency. Consistency is how you beat the game. Here's the thing about life, bro. You have to let the old things go for the new to come in your life. What are the old things? The old things could be bad habits, friends that are dragging you down, or even vices. You gotta walk away from these things and never look back. The greatest power that you have in society today is the ability to walk away from anything. When I first started taking working out more seriously, there were certain things that I just had to cut out. No more junk food, no more processed food, no more sweets. I had to let the old things go to make room for new. And I had to let those things go for good. And that's the thing, if you want to hit the next level and make the money that you want to make in 2025, you know it's not going to be easy. So you have to let the old things go. You have to let the vices go. You have to let the distractions go. You have to let the things that are no longer serving you as a man or a woman go. And you got to let those things go for good. At a certain point though, you on your journey, you working hard, you staying consistent, you in the gym eating right, you gonna reach a gray area, right? And once you reach that gray area, you gotta understand that's where a lot of people quit at. Your YouTube channel not taking off the way you want it to take off, your business not taking off the way you want it to take off. You're thinking like, man, like maybe I'm not built for this, maybe I should quit. When you start thinking like that, that's when you know the enemy got you. When life is just not going as it should, that's when you know it's most important to stay consistent. That's when you know it's most important to keep grinding regardless of how you feel. You know, because you can't think of how you feel in the moment. You got to think about how you going to feel 6 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, when you enjoying the fruits of your labor. And what you have to understand, man, is it's really the little things, right? That's what a lot of people don't get. It's the little things. Think about it like this. You drive 30 minutes to work every single morning. Let's say you drive there and back 5 days a week. What if you listen to an audio book about a skill that you wanted to learn or about making money while you were driving to and from work? So it's 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes back. That's an hour of learning every single day. So 1 hour times 5 hours a week. Let's say you do that for 6 months. That's 120 hours of learning, right? You could take those hours of learning and put that into a skill or a business that you want to grow. And just like that, you got a successful business just off of staying consistent every single day, regardless of how you feel. Now compare yourself if you wasn't doing that. Compare that to if you weren't doing that. Compare that to if you were just driving to and from work with no kind of goal, just aimless, no direction. Let's take that example and use it towards the gym too. Let's say I'm in the gym 6 days a week. I'm eating right. I'm getting enough sleep. Where am I going to be at in 6 to 7 months? Where am I going to be at in 2 years if I keep that up? I'm going to be in tip top shape. My physique is going to be shredded. And that's just off being consistent every single day, regardless of how I feel. You can still have a rest day, but regardless of how I feel, I'm showing up to the gym. So just know if you have a business right now that's not doing so hot, you have a YouTube channel right now that's not doing so hot, you're still working that dead-end job, right? And you don't like that dead-end job, and you know you're working on your side hustle to fund that job, or fund that side hustle, I should say, right? And you feel like quitting. Don't quit, bro. Don't quit, because you got to understand it's a long game. It's gonna take years to get the results that you want to get, and that might not be the most exciting answer, but it's the truth. And you have to understand that time is gonna pass anyway. So you could either look back in 3 years and be like, damn, wish I would have started that business. I wish I never would have quit that YouTube channel. I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have took the gym more seriously. Or you could look back and see the fruits of your labor. Or you could look back and be proud of yourself. Or you could look back and be like, oh man, if I never started this, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't have this car that I'm driving today if I had quit. And that's why it's the most important thing to do in 2025 and beyond, is to stay consistent, regardless of how you feel. You gotta eat that rice and chicken instead of that burgers and fries, them shakes, because them shakes is holding you back. And for a lot of people, they holding themselves back based on how they feel. And the more time that you put into thinking about your long-term goal, regardless of how you feel, is what's gonna separate you from the rest. You could either look back 5 years from now and think, man, I should have stayed consistent in this. I should have grinded harder in this. Or you could look back and look at the fruits of your labor. The choice is yours.